We changed one thing on the back end, and leads on Google and Meta ads went from garbage to profitable. Sarah runs a B2B software company. Her ads were pulling in a ton of leads, but her pipeline, it was quiet, and her sales team was starting to get pissed. The ad platforms were doing their job. They were getting the cheapest conversions, but not the best ones. So we flipped the approach. Instead of treating all leads the same, we started valuing them properly. We built a predictive revenue model. Here's a simplified example. We took the average historical revenue for each of her services. And then we took the percentages of which each life cycle stage in the sales process would convert. For example, here historically leads have converted into customers at 3%. And then you see MQLs has converted here at 8% historically into customers. Then we took the average revenue for that service and multiplied it times the conversion percentage to get the value. Now, what did we do with this value? We attach that value to the conversion action for when we convert on a lead that wants that service. So that way, your higher value services, you're telling the algorithm when you do a highest value or a maximized conversion value bidding strategy, you're telling them to go after those higher value people. And as it gets the data from those people, you will get leads for a higher value. Now you're passing these values back to Google or back to Meta, and it can optimize for an actual value versus just optimizing for one conversion that doesn't have a value attached to it. Now, this is a simplified model. You could value polls higher because they typically convert higher than form fills. You could even do it based off of brand value if you want to bring in really large brands. This isn't just B2B. You can do this based off of the services you offer. If you're a dentist and you do implants, that may be more valuable to you than just a routine cleaning. Another way you could dial this down even further is you can use net revenue for your average revenue values. No more cheap leads, no more form fills that go nowhere. We gave it real value and it adjusted very fast. If you have any questions on this, feel free to leave them in the comments. Also want to give a quick shout out to Kyle. Thank you for asking the question in the comments. That inspired me to make this video. And then of course, the next morning, Brendan Builds, who's got an awesome profile, posted a very similar video. So definitely follow him as well. He provides so much good content.